I literally cannot tell. Hi! If anyone is there, hello. Piper! Come here! Hello, hello, hello. Trying so hard to figure out if I'm actually doing this correctly or not. Am I? Hold up. Is this? What happened? Hi! It's actually working, y'all. Wait, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hello? Hello? Come here, baby boy. Oh my god, it's working, y'all. Hello. Hi. Y'all, I'm tired. I'm sorry I look a fucking mess. No, I look disgusting, please. I am What's up, gamer? Oh my god, hi. Hi. Hi everyone. Oh my god. How are you? I'm exhausted, dude. I'm so fucking tired. I've had a month. You might not have your hair brushed, but you still have... Listen, I need to take a shower. Like it's bad. Oh my god. Wait, I love the name Kai. Oh my god. Flowers for everyone. Yes. I don't agree. Everyone looks good all of the time. That's so sweet of you. Oh my god. Y'all. I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming for, mostly because I am dog sitting right now and the pupper is puppying. However, I'm going to do the best I can. If I don't get to what I actually wanted to talk about today, I apologize. Um, I just missed y'all. I missed y'all so much. Yes! I'm Ace, by the way. Oh my god! And I go by Arlo and Ezra, as you should. Wait, that's so good. I'm getting my haircut on the 14th. Hopefully it goes well. Yes, hi, Ash. Oh my god. Wait, I'm so excited for you. Do you, describe what you want. Y'all, I missed y'all. Oh my god. Hi! Ugh, ugh. I'm so happy. I feel like time both goes by so fast and is not a concept sometimes. You hit 100 subs, congratulations. Oh my god, stop, y'all. I missed you guys. Uh, I'm so happy right now. I'm shocked that there aren't more people in this stream. Listen, I'm getting back into it. So I'm just gonna tell y'all a little bit about what's been going on. I'm polytheistic now. Oh, cool, okay. Early. Yeah, I mean, I did start a little early. Um, did I just actually make time do a weird thing? Because I swear to God, it was 8:01 like a second ago, and now it's 8 o'clock. Anyway, I want to listen. It's hay. This is disgusting. Please. No. Don't do that shit. I promise it's not okay. Cupcake hair. It's almost a mullet-ish cut. I don't know, it's lighter. Hell yeah, on the sides and a little heavier in the front and back. I want that. I think I wanna shave down the sides a little bit and like keep the length here and like keep this going a little bit. Um, can't stay. Sorry, I have to sleep. It's all good, dude. Nice haircut, by the way. Thank you. Thought to tell you. I'm bi-asexual, and now the new... Oh, demigirl, she, they. Yes. Yes, bitch. Get it. Um, see, now it's 8:01. See, time really isn't real. Okay, everyone. So here's what's been going on. My life has sucked. Ugh. Yeah, I needed a mental health break. It just, the last month has just not been it whatsoever. I know. I need hugs. So the last month has not been it at all. There's a lot of like personal things, family things that have been going on, and I just needed... That's because time isn't Not linear. Stop. That was a bad joke. Um, we must restore the mental health with a magical mental health. Please do. I would love it. Um, so yeah, I just the will to do anything has just not been there. Um, and I've been doing a lot of dog sitting. I've been out of the house a lot, and I've just like realized that I need to. Oh no, it's all good. Thank you for being here. um, I feel I've just felt so meh. Um, and I've been realizing I need to get back to. I missed I missed y'all so much. I need to be getting back to the things I like doing, which is making content and acting and all that. Um, and honestly, like focusing on myself, which I don't do a lot. So honestly, August is a month where I'm genuinely just going to try to be consistent with my content. Actually, no, I'm not going to say I'm going to try. I'm going to be consistent with my content, and I'm going to be taking time for myself to be by myself and do the things that like I actually want to do and stop overwhelming myself with like other people's shit, if that makes sense. I'm very much a person that if you need me, I will be there. But I also say yes to way too many things and overexert myself. And I need a little hermit moment. You know what I mean? Um, I'm really excited for the video I'm gonna be filming on Sunday and putting out Wednesday. I'm gonna be doing one long form kind of commentary ish, more edited, more polished, I guess, more thought about videos every week. And the very first one that I'm going to be doing is going to be all about Pedro Pascal and how the bros are so upset by this man because I love this man. More base content. Well, that's the thing cuz I was thinking about it. I was like I'm not happy with where my content is right now. What can I be doing differently? What will actually make me happy to talk about? And Lynn, I'm not okay right now. I'm sorry you're not okay. Would you like to know? Yeah, of course. Um, it's it's just I was thinking about it. I was like, why am I not happy with my content? And like I love doing reaction stuff and it gets views, but also I would rather be talking about like in-depth things, kind of like I don't know, like inspired by like Funky Frog Bait, I think their name is, and like Alice in Wonderland and like um oh my god. Oh, there's a really good person. Oh, Rowan something. I can't remember, but they do like longer content and like go in depth and like do more video essay type things. And like explaining everything. Did you like Fantastic Four, by the way? I was just wondering if you saw it because I want to go see it. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. Hi, how are you? I'm just rethinking a whole lot of things and just wanting to actually like put my best foot forward. And I was looking at my content and I was looking at that, oh God, that video I did a while ago about David Tennant and J.K. Rowling. And I was like, that was a fucking good video. Honestly, I feel like that was like my best video ever. And there's a reason why it's one of my highest performing videos. And I'm just like, I want to do shit like that. Like, it was really well edited. It was so good. And I'm like, I want to do stuff like that, talking about like more in-depth culture type stuff, commenting on like those kind of things, but also commenting on like, compulsory heterosexuality and do like an in-depth thing on that, or why I don't fucking know, like gender norms and how they came about, like that kind of stuff. I didn't think that YouTube Shorts could be live. It's because I'm holding it that way. I Oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought I could rotate it, but Apparently I cannot. Um, I really miss her today. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Kai. Honestly, that's so understandable. It really, really is. I really liked it. Oh, nice. Okay. Since you're doing Q&A video in the future, have you seen my question recently? Which one? So I'm going to be going through a couple different questions all about if you are queer and questioning. I have them in front of me. I also just kind of have to like be careful of my charge on my phone since I am streaming on my phone. Oh my god. I don't take a compliment well. So all I'm gonna say is thank you for thinking I'm pretty. I'm happy someone does. I know that sounds I'd really like Tara's anonormativity video. Like that kind of like just going in depth on like that kind of stuff. Like I really want to start doing that kind of thing if that makes sense. And like having them be a bit longer, so like 20, 30, 40-minute videos and really putting like a lot of effort into it every week. Um oh yeah. Are you serious? She was so young, Kai. I think y'all aren't seeing what are you saying? A pretty look. No, no, no. No, no, y'all. No. This is not even like top tier Lynn. Your life has been hectic. I'm so sorry. She had me at 18 in high school. Oh my god. Hi, Crow. Send me the link to that video. I want to watch it. Okay, I'm not going to debate all of you right now about my appearance. Because, okay, listen. I will have the biggest ego in the world about my appearance, and then I'm like, no, I'm like fucking ugly. uh, no, no, no. No, no. No. No, no. I this is Lynn has been dog sitting for like 12 days straight and I'm tired. You see these giant freaking dark circles? What's your favorite food to eat for breakfast? Um Lately, well, first of all, I haven't really okay, don't judge me, y'all. I haven't been eating lately, but that's only because the heat has been so bad. My body kind of shuts down when it's really hot. So I haven't been eating. Bye. I woke up to compliment more you look awesome. Oh my god. Sorry if it's annoying, but I made a bunch of videos and I'm happy because people like it. Yes, Ash. Yes. I constantly have dark circles under my eyes. Um Hash browns, frozen mangoes. Honestly, that sounds really, really good. Um, I don't eat breakfast. It's really hard to. It's honestly, it's really hard to eat breakfast. Um, it normally takes me until about 11 or 12 to actually get like hungry, if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, I've been eating bacon and yogurt every breakfast, as you should be. I really like. Um, I get protein yogurt from Aldi. So I'll get like two of those. I'll put them in a bowl, mix them up with like chia seeds, and then add like strawberries or mangoes or something like that. Nothing crazy. It's just trying to get protein in the morning. Um Top tier, especially for those ADHD brains. You know what I mean? Did I freeze? Did my chat stop working? Hello? I'm gonna scream. Ah. Did it actually? I'm gonna fucking lose it. Oh. No. Okay, wait. Hold on. I can do this. Do, 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 do. I'm live, right? There we go. Shut up, me. I'm now watching myself on multiple different... Audio's a little chopped. Yeah. So I am gonna be doing Monday and Friday streams from now on. I have it planned out. So because I'm gonna be doing one big video a week, I'm gonna be doing a few more or like I'm going to actually be consistent with my streams. So like I'm gonna keep some of my reaction stuff to just streams, as well as some other like video ideas that I would have, but I'm just gonna like stream it, if that makes sense. Hi. Hello. I already showed this question in chat, but are there any science fiction and fantasy books or movies that have intersex characters as the main protagonist? Hi, Millie. So, I don't know. I'm horrible because I'm not the greatest person. I don't read a lot, which sucks, and I really want to like actually get back into reading. So as of right now, Arthur, I don't have any suggestions for that. Um, I would love to know if anyone in the chat knows any of those. Okay, I'm so sorry. Also, just so y'all know, I'm looking at chat here now. Y'all are on my computer screen now. But yeah. Okay, y'all. I rarely ever see any videos about unpopular Aero Ace headcanons. Honestly, if y'all want, I can do a video. I could talk about unpopular Aero Ace headcanons. Because I feel like. Wait, like, what? I feel like anytime you headcanon anyone Aero Ace, people are like, no, that's not true, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like any Aero Ace headcanon is, like, unpopular. But which are the ones that you're thinking of? Hi! Aero Ace representation. Honestly, you know what? I think I'll probably end up doing it. Okay, so let's get into some of the questions that y'all asked me. So if y'all are queer and questioning, here are some answers for you. And mind you, did you try the asexual dating app? No, because that is something that I want to try on stream. Instead of making a video, I'm gonna try doing a stream where I set it all up and I go through it with y'all and do all that. Whenever I mention Wednesday being Aero Ace, people are always like, you know, but she is though. Like, hello. I'm watching this show, Never Have I Ever, which is kind of just a love show, but they talk about queer people so openly, honestly, as they should. Hey, Lynn, you didn't get any email back from Jamie, did you? No. Did I? No, I did not. Which is okay. It's fine. He has a lot of things to do, so it's all good. No hate whatsoever. Okay, so let's get into some of the questions. Hi everyone coming in. Hi everyone. Some of the questions that y'all sent in, which I very much appreciate. Because it kind of gave me a little time to like think about it, which I very much appreciate it. I cannot wait until you try the dating app. Do you like it? Oh hey. I appreciate it. I really do. Okay, so happy to see you're back and safe. I have a question. How do you think we as a community support those who are questioning their identity? So in general, I think as a community, as a broad community, I'm gonna say, unfortunately, there seems to be very little support for people actually questioning. Oh my god! Hi, Fox! Hi, how are you? Gonna take what you've been given and just fly? Hi, how you doing? Oh, Fox, let me know. At the when I'm done answering this question, we can take a moment for your uncle. Um, if you want to put in chat what happened, feel free, or if you want me to explain to everyone what happened to your uncle. Um, so how do you think we as a community support those who are questioning their identity? So I think there are very kind people in our community. I also think there are a lot of people in general that question queerness and judge queerness and have like a level of queerness that you have to be. And so questioning your queerness, questioning your identity, questioning your label, I feel is so looked down upon in the community, unfortunately. Um, however, however, I think when you have a small group of people, like Discord friends, your friends IRL, when you can have that core group of people who love and support you, those like almost naysayers kind of get drowned out. There's so much discourse in the community about like questioning and everything. Um, I think actually we could all do a better job at supporting those who are questioning. Um, oh my god, you start your nursing program this month. Hell yeah, Kai. Um, so yeah, I think, how do you think we as a community? I don't really feel, this could be my perspective and y'all can tell me I'm wrong. I don't think we give enough support to people who are questioning their identity. Because there's so many people out there, and maybe it's just because I'm chronically online. Um, Whenever someone changes their name or changes their pronoun or changes or thinks like, oh, maybe this is the right label, let me try it out, like that kind of thing, people always hate on it, and that's not okay. Makes me feel good whenever people never get excited to, oh, I don't know what I was saying. Um, but yeah, that's my question. Questioning is so beautiful to me. Being able to speak to people about their queer experiences and soul searching and looking for labels that fit you is so cool. Thanks for reading my tangent. Well, the thing is like I also, oh, okay, Fox said I could. Okay, perfect. Um, I think it's incredible to be able to take a look at yourself. I also, in general, hold on one second. There's a, there's, is there a button to like get this down? Oh well. Um, I think in general, questioning is such an act of self-love, and being able to tell people about it is so incredible, you know what I mean? Um, and it's, you're trying to just figure yourself out, and I think everyone just in general on this planet is just trying to figure themselves out and trying to be happy and trying to see what that entails for them. And I think questioning if you're queer or not, questioning if you're gender queer, if you're trans, if you're on non-binary, if you're any part of like the LGBTQIA plus community is such a beautiful thing, because even if you end up not being part, like if you do end up being cis and straight, there's nothing wrong with that. I would rather a cis het person question their identity and do that soul searching and be like, you know what, like I, you know, this is who I am, this is who authentically I am, and that's okay. And same goes for anyone in the queer community. I would rather people be able to openly be like, yeah, I'm experimenting with this label, I'm questioning this, I'm questioning that. Like, I know at least for me, when I normally take every like 6 months to a year, I like to evaluate. Maybe not 6 months to a year. There are time like I periodically will sit back and be like, does asexuality still fit me? Does demisexual still fit my experience? Does being non-binary still fit my experience? Do I maybe connect with a binary gender more or less? Like I still question things because I'm always growing in everything. Oh no, it's all good if you gotta go. Ah, I feel like I have like hair everywhere. Um, I don't know. Like, there's so much self support that that you have to do when you are questioning because there's always that like imposter syndrome, you know what I mean, and like feeling like you're faking it and everything. Um, I recently found out I'm agender. Hell yeah. Um, and I wish, at least from what I personally have seen, I wish more people in the community were more supportive of questioning. Like I said, there are plenty of people who are. There are amazing, wonderful people in this community 100%. And then there's like this loud minority that's like, you can never change your label ever, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, relax, okay? Like, chill. So that's my answer for that. I think as a community, we could do better in supporting people who are questioning. So because Fox said that I could, Fox's uncle unfortunately died recently in a boating accident. So if we could all just take a little moment of silence for him and also just wish Fox well because they're genuinely such an amazing part of this community, always showing up, always being here. And yeah, as a community, we're here for each other. So I'm just going to take a moment of silence and wish Fox well, um, and that everything will be okay for their family. So Fox, we're here for you. I promise. And I'm genuinely so sorry for your loss. It's such a it's such a hard thing. Um and honestly, Fox, you're so strong for everything that you go through because I know you go through a lot. I'm going to answer another question right now if I can see, because I saw someone answered or asked a question a little earlier. How do I know if I'm demisexual? Because I've been wondering if I am. So I'll tell you how I knew I was demisexual. Um, it took me uh two crushes to realize that I was demisexual. So the first crush I ever had was on a friend of mine when I was 10 or 11 and I didn't realize what I was feeling was like romantic and sexual attraction towards her. Um More when I was a little bit older. So I met her when I was like 10 and I don't think I really started developing feelings until I was like 12, 13ish for her. Um but she was an incredibly close friend. And I didn't realize the feelings I had for her were that until the next crush I had. And I was like, oh shoot, I I'm gay. But also because um I didn't have any like reference for it, and because I like to say I experienced my life like 96% asexual, and then I've had crushes on like 3.5 people. I say point 0.5 because it was like the development of like something could have been there for me, but like nothing really it didn't continue. So I like to say I've had like sexual feelings, romantic feelings for like 3.5 people in my life. What's demisexual? It means that you don't experience sexual attraction to someone until you form an emotional bond with them. So for me personally, it takes between 6 to 9 months of knowing someone. I can't decide who it is, you know what I mean, or who it's on. And I'm biromantic, so it can be on and honestly any gender. Um, but for me, I just don't experience sexual attraction unless that's there. And I've always felt like this pull towards the like it's almost like I don't want to say like spiritual for me, but it's like it's a very intense feeling that I don't get a lot and I don't like getting. Um and so and it's not like I'm like repressing. At least he went out with Ozzy. They died the same day. Oh my god, Fox. I'm so sorry. He and Ozzy are up there having a whole ass concert. Oh, I'm so sorry, Fox. Hi, Alex. Um, I can be attracted to anyone who identifies as a woman. I feel this for some non-binary people. It depends though. No, that's valid. Yeah, so for me, it's the gender doesn't really matter. Oh, Fox, we're all here for you. Um, but yeah, so for me, gender doesn't really. You can always cry. I've cried on here. It's all good, Kai. Um, but yeah, so the realization of being demisexual for me was I experience these feelings very limitedly in my life, and also like there are factors to it. Like I can't just feel this way towards someone I genuinely do not know. It just doesn't happen to me. I can objectively say, "Oh, this person's attractive, like they look nice, whatever." Nothing will ever happen. Like nothing will ever happen. Um so that's just me. You know what I mean? Um so I go back and forth between like saying I'm asexual and I'm demisexual, mostly because well, asexuality is an umbrella term, but I feel like more people have heard of asexuality, and also it kind of like paints the whole I'm not going to do anything with you. But yeah, it's I think it really when you're trying to find a label that fits you or if you're questioning if you're a label or not, it's kind of it's a lot of reflection, right? So sitting back and thinking, does this label resonate with me in the set of circumstances that have gone on in my life? You know what I mean? So like it took me having a crush on someone else to be like, "Oh shit, these are the feelings that I had for that other friend of mine." And most of the time unfortunately it is people um that, I'm close with, so it's annoying. But it's going back and thinking, "Oh, okay, like it seems to be this kind of pattern and it seems to be like around this cuz these things kind of like correlate and all of that." Um so yeah, I think in any thinking about like any label or anything, um There literally after what was it? Good Luck Babe came out, I was like, am I a lesbian? Am I like is that a thing? Like am I? Like Chappell Roan was so good. She even got me like questioning if I was a lesbian. And I was like, unfortunately no, I'm not a lesbian. But like unfortunately I am bi. Um but I think it's an important thing to do. Do I ever want to be, you know, in a long-term relationship with a man? Probably not. But I'm never gonna say never to that kind of thing because you genuinely never know. Um, but like, I sat down because I think it I sat down with it. I was like, am I a lesbian? And sat and I went through all of my experiences and I was like, no, I don't really think I am. So, but it was a good thing to go through, It's a good thing to question that kind of thing. I just started to start the butterfly projects and I don't have marks. Oh no. But yeah, did you see my comment? No, cuz it's not like showing me everything. So if you could please comment again, I would. I'm on D&D. Hell yeah. But yeah. Um so yeah, when you're questioning any sexuality that you might be, I really think it is important to just sit with yourself, be honest with yourself, sit in your body and go through those experiences and be like, does this fit me? Is this something that I I have experienced? You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I hope that helps. And I hope that kind of helps like anyone who's asking a question about like, you know, um how to question or like do that kind of stuff. Um, Nice to see you back. I have a question for the Q&A. What's the best way to be an ally to questioning people? So I was thinking about this a lot because I think there's not a lot of information out there about the best way to be an ally to someone who is questioning their identity. I think the absolute number one best thing to do for someone who is questioning whether their gender or sexual identity is to listen. I think to sit there and like let them know that you support them, that you're there for them, um, and to really listen to their experiences and what they have to say. And if, they're trying out like new pronouns, a new name, if, they're telling you they want to explore like a sexuality label or anything like that, just being there for someone is so like you think it's really simple, but it can literally save someone's life. It can be I'll tell you a story about this actually. So when I was younger, um I would go around saying, "Mom, why didn't God make me a boy? Why don't I have a penis? Why am I like this?" Like all of the like literally asking, "Why am I not a boy?" Right? Like listen, I'm not even going to get into am I a trans man? Like we're not getting there. Um because trust me, that is also a thought I've had and I will think about that later. Um, right now, non-binary genuinely does fit me the best, and so that's what I identify as. Um, but when I was younger, I didn't have any reference for that. So I was just like, why didn't God make me a boy? Why didn't God make me a boy? Why am I not a boy, right? And apparently, my mom told me this later. She had an amazing friend growing up, and I might cry, so be prepared. She had an amazing friend who was part of the queer community who was weirdly enough in the Mormon church, and that's how they knew each other. Um, Natural. Thank you. Um, and so she and her friend used to talk about me potentially being like a trans man and everything. And I was talking about that in therapy at one point, and I started crying. I started sobbing because, first of all, I loved her friend. She was like the grandma I never had. She is just an amazing person and went through so much in her own life and was still somehow so kind and caring and nurturing. And thinking about it, she was always so supportive of me in general. And thinking about that and how my mom used to talk to her about, oh, what if Lynn, is trans? What if this is something like they have to go through? What if this is something that, isn't a phase for them? Like having those kind of conversations with her. And it just hit me that her friend, this woman that I absolutely like, and as a baby, I didn't like people. As a toddler, I didn't really like trust people. I've always had trust issues. I loved this woman. Um, and like I said, she was like a grandma to me. And so talking about it in therapy, I literally realized she was the first person who like fully saw me as who I am. You know what I mean? Like she saw little Lynn as me and always would tell me that I'm like perfect the way I am and I don't have to change and just all of these like really comforting like wonderful things a child like needs to hear. Um and she was so unapologetically herself. Even just, like being queer in the Mormon church is just not something um that was like done especially like when I was growing up. And so, you know, it I don't know. But like thinking about that and just knowing that she saw me was so like important. So I think one of the best ways to be an ally to someone who's questioning, and even if they end up not using that label or they're not that gender or like I said, if they just turn out to be a cishet person, seeing that person, truly seeing and being there and listening can go so far and mean so much more than you will literally ever know. Hello, queer chat. Hello! How is everyone? I'm sorry for crying. I was told I'd grow out of it when I came out at 26. What? I don't understand why people say that to like grown ass adults. You know what I mean? Um, because it's just so. I'm like, I'm old, not old, but like, you're 26. Hello? Love her very much. Sounds amazing. Thank you. I don't talk to my family really anymore because none of them accept me. Yeah, I don't talk to my brother anymore because of that exact same reason. I remember uh what was it? What was the thing? Oh, my best friend identified as non-binary when I was younger. How old was I? I was like 18, 19. And I was telling my brother about them and he was just like shitting on it. And I remember getting off the phone and sobbing because I absolutely adore them. And I was like, my brother is not someone that I can be around because how can you sit there and validate someone who's so fucking important to me? I think I was gender fluid at the time. Um, and now non-binary and everything. But I just can't I completely understand it. I was actually talking about that with my therapist because I don't get to see my nephews or my niece anymore because of that. And I feel you know, like that boundary of mine is keeping me from being around my family. And he was just like, well, Lynn, they don't respect you. Like, why would you want to be around people that don't respect you? That's a perfectly valid boundary. And I'm like, but it's selfish. And he was like, no, it's not. No, yeah. They compared it to 9/11. Crow, that's wild. Oh my god. Can I just say, Crow, that's wild. That's wild. Dog, fuck your brother. Yeah, I don't like the men in my family. I don't really my dad and my brother can go shoo. Your non-binary friend is a chosen family member in my perspective. Yeah. I mean, she's my roommate, but abusive family poisons good moral people. It's true. It's very, very true. Okay, let's get another question. So, I don't even know where they made a connection. It made no sense. Yeah, Crow, that literally doesn't make sense whatsoever. Like at all. You got outed? I am so sorry. Oh, sorry. It was something like it was equating equal traumatizing or something like that. That's so weird. It's not selfish you setting boundaries for people who don't respect you and doing something good for yourself. Thank you, Millie. Okay. So, next question. Um, glad you're back. I was wondering if you've ever been in a QPR, and if so, what was it like? I personally have never been in a QPR. Not that I have anything against them, and not like I wouldn't mind having one in the future. I've just always had romantic and sexual attraction for who I'm in a relationship. Um, but if there's anyone in the chat who has been, I would love to hear about it. What's a QPR? Queer platonic relationship. So you're essentially platonic life partners, from what I understand. Which, like I said, nothing that I'm not opposed to being in that kind of relationship style. Especially being a non-monogamous person, I'm completely okay with that kind of thing. Um, it just hasn't happened for me yet, and I don't know if it'll happen in this lifetime. I don't really mind. Um, it's just I don't want to speak on something that I haven't experienced. So yeah. Let me see. Let me see if there's any other questions. Boop boop boop. Honestly, those are all really good A Ace headcanons. Will from Stranger Things, definitely Ace. Who, hi, how are you? What do you think the cause of pick me gaze? What is the cause of pick me gaze? Um, I think money is a big factor. Um, I think self-preservation is a very big factor. Um, because at the end of the day, unfortunately, as we live in the rise of fascist conservatism, not only in this country but around the world, we're gonna be seeing a lot more queer and trans people either going back into the closet or becoming pick-me's, unfortunately. Um, And I definitely think, like I said, when it comes to people doing that online, I think a lot of it is money. Grifting is a really big thing. Um, and I think it's disgusting. I don't know how people live with themselves. It's not okay. Um, and then I think the other thing is self-preservation. If I talk shit about the community, they're not gonna hurt me. They're not gonna hurt me. They're not gonna hurt me. I'm not like them. Why are you grouping me in with them? I'm not like them. I'm talking shit about them too. You can't hurt me because I agree with you. Like that kind of stuff. Um, it's sad. Most queer people, most gay people, most trans people that I see doing this, I feel bad for. I don't have a lot of sympathy for them, but I do feel bad in the sense that this is the circumstance that they're going to put themselves in. This is the situation that they're going to put themselves in, and they're still going to get the same treatment that the rest of us are. You know what I mean? Um, I honestly could probably do a whole video on pick me gays or pick me trans people. There's so much, the rise of it is genuinely so horrifying. Um, and I fucking hate it. I don't like seeing it whatsoever. Um, but yeah, I think people are scared. Um, and that's the way they think they can preserve themselves, in my personal opinion. Um, I kind of think it's a privilege. I definitely agree with that, and I think a lot more white, queer, LGBT, trans people are more likely to be pick-me's because of their proximity to whiteness. They think it'll save them, and it just won't. Like, they're still gonna think horrible things about you. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah. Uh, I'm sorry I keep spamming the chat. I'm just kind of a pickle asking for validation, I guess. Wait, I haven't seen you spamming the chat, Fox. It's literally not. I'm so sorry I haven't been seeing everyone's stuff. Um, yeah, I was like, I didn't think Fox was spamming. I promise you're okay, Fox. I promise, I promise. Like I said, we're here for you. I'm genuinely so happy we're back. I'm so happy we're doing this. Um, let me see. I have heard of that. It's one of the reasons why I'm trying to it's another reason why I was thinking about doing more longer form content, talking about more pop culture-y type stuff or like more nuanced stuff that wasn't particularly, it's still going to be LGBT adjacent. I'm still going to talk about those topics, but I also want to like mix in some pop culture stuff in there um because of that bill. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like horrified because I do get like a decent amount of income from my channel every single month. And I really, 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 really can't afford to have that go away. So I'm like, please, for the love of God. It's one of the reasons I'm actually gonna start working on, it's so vague. It really is fucking it's really vague. Um even don't even get me started. The projection conservative people have of their sick, disgusting sexual deviance that they do themselves and that they fucking put on the trans and queer community and say that we're the fucking groomers, we're the pedophiles, we're the blah 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 blah. I'm like, look in the fucking mirror. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for cursing. Um it it bothers me so much because I'm just like, do you see the amount of sex offenders in that White House? Like, come on. And you're really gonna say that queer and trans people are the problem? Fuck off. Literally. Literally. Oh, I can't. The thing is, like, you know what's wild? I genuinely do agree, and I think I said this before and I'll say it again. One of the most conservative things about me is that I genuinely think anyone under the age of 16 should not be on the internet unless it's for educational purposes. I apologize because I know some of you are under 16, but I genuinely, because I fucking grew up with this shit. I know what it's done to my mental health. I'm 28 years old. I can look back and be like, that was fucked up. I shouldn't have seen this. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have been watching this. I shouldn't have, shouldn't, like, all of that. Like, I do think there should be certain restrictions. However, not, not like this at all. It's fair, but I would have died if I didn't have the internet. Yeah. The irony of it all is hilarious, especially with the Epstein file. Dude, don't even get me started on that shit. My stream will go out. I can't, y'all. I actually. You're 10 years older than me? Yeah. 97, baby. Really? Oh my god, hi, how are you? 84 kid here? Wait, so how old does that make you? I'm so bad with number. I'm so bad with math. I'm 52. Oh my god, congratulations! I grew up without the internet. My social universe consisted of what was going on at my school and not 1 inch behind that, the lack. Yeah. Well, that's why I said I think it's important for like educational purposes. There are a lot of other things that I have, which is why I said it's like the most conservative thing about me. 40 years old. Hell yeah! Wait, that makes me so happy. I'm 31, grew up on the internet, a pretty toxic place, full of trauma. Exactly. I'm turning 41 this year. Admittedly, look 10 to 15 years younger. I feel like your generation just give me the skincare routine, y'all. Because I'm starting to like get like little creases and shit. And I'm just like, I need the millennial. I need the millennial skincare. Y'all don't age. I'm 34, millennial boy here. Yes. They literally just did a 180 on the Epstein file. Dude, I know. I don't understand. Listen, I could go on a whole rant. Should I go on the rant, y'all? I don't understand how you can go for years being like the government's a deep state full of pedophiles, blah 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 blah. Like we want to see the Epstein files, like literally screaming, being like the government is just a giant cobalt, like sex trafficking, blah blah blah. And then they won't release it after he said he was gonna release it. Um, oh, thank you. I don't, y'all. I'm also just like the fact that this kind of behavior is so normalized in evangelical extremist spaces. Like the amount of normalization and fetishization of sexual acts, especially on young people, it's wild. And that's coming from someone who grew up in Mormonism. And I'm lucky that nothing happened to me. Like, I got asked, like, the question at, like, 12 years old, the whole, like, oh, are you following, like, the law of chastity? Thank God my bishop wasn't a fucking creep who was a normal, actual, kind man. He genuinely was a really sweet man. Um, but there's so many people who didn't have that experience, who literally were getting invasive questions about their sex life from a fucking old man. Like, how is this so. Anyway. Us Gen Xers have noticed that too. Oh, what have y'all noticed? Tell me, tell me, tell me. It's a cult. It literally is a cult. It's. People want their youth to be eternal, so. I don't understand, but like, we're meant to die! Like, that's the whole thing. Everyone walking around, right? The only thing everyone has in common, we have to eat, we have to shit, we're gonna die. What? Why? Why do you want to live forever? That sounds horrendous. I fucking hate that. Okay. I'm sorry. Like, like, wait, Fox, thank you so much. I'll ask this one more time, I promise. Does imagining yourself having fun with someone count as attraction? I don't know if you can answer this, but it's something I've been thinking about recently. What kind of, I don't want to be like what kind of fun. It depends. It really, really depends. First of all, thank you so much for the donation, Fox. I genuinely appreciate it. Um, I know for me, when I start to like think about someone in that way, for me, I'm in like a oh shit, like damn, I'm attracted to that person. Um so like when I start to build a bond with someone and I'm like around them and I've only been able to have those sort of feelings for someone that I'm like physically around all the time. I'm not good on dating apps. Like it's bad. Um, like I have to be around this person a lot to like start to like have romantic and sexual feelings for them. Um, but it's when I start being like when I start getting jealous of them like doing something with someone else, when I start being like, "Oh, like we just brushed hands," or um start thinking about them in, more intimate ways that I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, like I'm attracted to them." Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it does depend. But for me at the very least, that's how I can tell that I'm starting to have feelings for someone. I sometimes think about it and I hate it when I have those feelings. I also don't like having those feelings. That's how attraction is. Oh shit. Yeah, it's not fun. I don't like having romantic or sexual attraction. Like, it's for me because I don't experience it a lot. And unfortunately, with my ADHD, this isn't healthy, but it happens. I do get hyper focused on the person. And so, like, they're literally all I think about, and it's horrible. It's annoying! I don't know how. Y'all, I don't know how. allosexual, alloromantic people do this shit. Because it's fucking annoying. I'm sorry, Ash. I didn't mean to. I agree, my love language is quality time. I mean, I have to have a real cute for me not to know you and still have a crush on you. I feel like more people should be talking about the LGBT crisis hotline. What did he completely like abolished it, right? Which is absolutely horrendous. I'd say I'm allosexual, but I have no idea how I'm handling all these feelings. That's valid. Cause like when I have it, it's the worst thing. Like I don't it's I hate it. Which like you would think hold on. Fantasies are a level above basic attraction. To me, base attraction is that person looks good and I want to talk to them more. I got honestly, yeah, that's valid. I like that. I'm so devastated about the crisis hotline, heartbroken about it as it helped me in my darkest of times. Oh my god. That's the thing. I'm just like, who else are we supposed to talk to? Like, where else are we supposed to go? They lit. Mhm. I need to calm down. Oof, I feel bad for y'all. Love being Aero Ace. Yeah. I do have to say, though, I do have to say, like, even when I think about, like, exactly how my sexuality and romantic attraction works now, first of all, I'm happy I'm on the asexual spectrum. I will say that because I don't know how people do it, but I don't think I would change it for anything. I've thought about it, and like when I was younger, I hated it, and I thought I'd be alone forever. Um, and like I came to peace with that. Like I genuinely like I'm okay with not having a partner. I'm okay with having a partner, but I'm okay with like not having a partner. Um, but like I've thought about it and I'm just like I used to hate it. And now it's something that I can't imagine. Like I feel like it's part of my soul. Like no matter what lifetime I'm in, what body I'm in, like my essence, I feel like this is how my essence like is. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm in a QPR now. How the hell did that even happen? Yes, bitch. Yes. Wait. Wait, you got to tell me the story. You got to tell me the story. How did y'all meet? I love a good I love a good story. But yeah, no. That's how attraction works. I want a partner. You deserve one. I'm like, if you're on the or you're a, if you're asexual or aromantic and y'all still want a partner, it's still valid. And if you don't want a partner, it's still valid. Whatever you want to do with your life, please just do it. Life is so short. Life is whatever you make it. And you genuinely deserve to be happy whatever that fucking looks like. And it's taken me 28 years to like realize that shit. So like if I can help any person, one person live out their dreams and be happy and like know that they are valid and that they are okay as they are because it's taken me so long. So if I can cut that for someone, cut that in half, help them realize that sooner, well, chef's kiss. I want at least one partner, but I don't control others. I feel that. I don't. So, like, for me, I want one long term partner, and then this sounds horrible. I wouldn't mind having, like, occasional partners in there, you know what I mean? Nothing really longer than, like, 5 or 6 years, though. But I need, like, one, like, I need like a nesting partner. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all, I'm gonna have to go. My mama's calling me. Anyway, okay. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna be streaming at my house on Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fox, thank you so much for the donations. We genuinely are all here for you. We're so sorry about the what happened to your uncle, and if you need anything, we as a community are here for each other. And if you ever need to talk about it, either in chat or with me, we got you. Um, like I said, watch out for that little video I'm gonna be putting out about Pedro. I do have one request from everyone. Because I haven't been consistent. Um, if all of y'all, whenever you see my content, like, share, um, give a little comment, do that, do that little algorithmic little boost. Um, yeah, I genuinely appreciate all of you, and I am excited about all the content that I'm gonna be putting more effort into and making it look more professional and doing what I gotta do. So, love y'all. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. And I've got some good shorts coming up, so watch out for those too. Bye.